Sunday, Monday.
You're off. Got it.
We're live. But yeah, I think I'm taking tomorrow off too because of feeling a bit under the weather.
So I guess we totally are old because we were unaware what black fatigues.
Well, yeah, my first understanding was fatigues as in military fatigues.
That's what I thought. I thought it was a black, more like a dark colored uniform,
Yeah. Well, I
not
mean, I've seen black.
regular camo.
I think I've owned some in my lifetime, black fatigues. But I get what you're saying as far as like fatigue and like I sent you a video or whatever. The whole
Yeah,
thing about just racism and everything. It's like it's okay on one side but not the other, and that's where that
Hey
fatigue
Jordan, what's up?
come up. What's up, Jordan? Welcome in, man.
So
yeah, that's where
now that we
come
know,
from.
if people mention it, we'll understand. Man, they got to stop changing all the terminology. After a while, it becomes like painful.
This does not want to. There we go.
What are you looking for?
I'm bringing up Twitch on my computer.
Hey, Candy. Or is it Condi or Candy? Candy.
What's up, Brandon? What's up, Pletch? How's it going, Candy?
Hey, Pletch, what's going on?
But yeah, I mean, I understand, like, especially when you watch that, like the video I sent you, the woman's black. So, I mean, she kind of gets it. She understands it,
I know.
She understands both sides of the coin.
And honestly, more black people have used that term. Hey, Jenna, what's up? Chris, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would make sense, though. I mean, think about it. If you're going about your everyday life, like for somebody that's white, it's not in their face all the time. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So, like, I can go through my daily life and not have to worry about that, just my regular everyday thing.
Right.
But if you are black, then it's kind of a personality that's kind of forced upon you.
Well,
or way of understanding the world is forced.
It's interesting because there are some blacks that are really trying, just like the whites have tried to be fair to human beings, and they get tired of people segregating both sides. So I can understand blacks getting tired of the way other blacks behave. I think the whites do that too with white trash. I think every race does that. They get tired of being stereotyped as this type of person. It's not true. There's all types.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, so we know now.
Snoozy says, "What's racist about dark-colored army fatigues?" So it's not really about army fatigues. It's more about, or even military in the broader sense. It's more about black fatigue comes from pandering to the woke ideology of blackness, I guess you could say.
And the blacks are the ones probably that created the term.
Hmm.
I wouldn't doubt it because they're the ones explaining it.
Well, I'm sure there's other. I've only seen one content creator say anything about it.
I've seen 3 so far.
Through hers, she found a couple other people and shared it on her video that said it. So, I mean, technically, yeah, I've heard more than one, even though I'm not completely or directly associated with those other content creators. So,
yeah. So what's up? What's going on?
Nothing much. Just hanging out, fighting the cold. So
you have a cold?
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry. This way. I always go the wrong direction. You get away from me.
Lean away. Lean away.
Sorry about that. That
don't
sucks.
Don't want to catch this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm always sick in the head, so I get used to it.
I think we all are.
No.
I mean,
so double bacon.
Look at the world today. I mean, I think everybody's sick in the head nowadays.
Some people are joining us. They don't understand what we're talking about.
I heard
Black
black fatigue. I
fatigue
thought it was what.
is not a
Well,
uniform.
see that's the thing. I mean, uh everybody's coming up with like black fatigues as in military fatigues, and it's not really that. I I think the word fatigue is what's confusing everybody because when you typically
Too many
somebody
syllables.
says fatigue or fatigue, they naturally assume military fatigue. You know, this the word association with a military fatigue, not
Yeah,
like if you okay here, if you work 80 hours in a week, you will feel fatigued at the end of the day, at end of the work week, right? Because
right.
you're so like drained
But we
from
thought it
all the
was
work.
fatigues, not
What's up,
fatigue.
Ziggy?
Hey, Ziggy, what's going
But
on?
but fatigue, um, I guess in this sense would be that having to deal with like monitoring what your speech is in order to not um, offend somebody
Oh,
is
please.
fatigue. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not
My
saying that
breathing
I wouldn't.
offends people.
Well, I'm not saying I wouldn't do things that may offend somebody. I'm just what I'm trying to say is that there are people out there that will pander to that uh, ideology. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is, right? Whether it be a race or trans or homosexuality or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. You know, it's all fatigue, and I think a lot of Americans are experiencing that, and they're fighting back. They're over it. They're too
Yeah.
fatigued by the ideology that's forced on us.
Well, let's acknowledge or agree that since the pandemic, the human race has been effed up, totally screwed up. We've had
No,
drama,
no,
divisiveness.
I wouldn't say
Our-
that.
Oh, when
Like
did it start?
when you were talking about when we first started talking about the fatigue, I was sitting there thinking about it like how far
Forget
back
the
does it
term. I don't
go?
mean the
How
term when
far
it
back does
started.
this? How far back does this really go? You know, I mean, it wasn't. How would you say it? It wasn't socially recognized that something like that was uh, offensive. I would say probably the 70s, 80s, maybe even 90s. That
No, we
being
weren't arguing like this before Biden became president. We
yeah,
were
we're
all
always
friends. We
arguing
all
about all
loved each
this.
other. We drove good. People drive like crap. People talk like crap. People act like crap. They've been doing it since 2020. They treat each other trashy in public, online. I don't care where. Okay, it's real. And if nobody saw the change, then I must be hallucinating. I must be on drugs. But I've been talking about it for years.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the whole racial divide. I mean, it's always been there because I mean, you had the Civil Rights Act or Civil Rights Movement and
Yeah,
all
but
that
this
kind
is
of
more
stuff. But what I'm
propaganda
saying is, like,
experiment of
I
pissing us
think
off.
what's socially acceptable, um, using racial terminology has definitely changed um, within the last 30 years ish, maybe
I,
40.
I think you're going too far back. I think divisiveness, arguments, fighting, it's all
Well, what
gotten
I'm saying
really
is like,
bad.
when do you think in history, if you were to say the N word, when did that become uh, socially unacceptable?
I- In my life,
Yes.
it was
Well,
always
in period,
socially.
in
In my
time.
life, it always was. You
Okay,
never use that term.
but
Any form of it, any
I would
spelling of
even
it.
go as far as to say even after uh, like even Martin Luther King, it was still socially acceptable. This like you could say it in public. Now, if you say something like that in public, it's you're criticized for it, and you're demonized in a way. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like
Right.
that video that you sent me, or maybe it was the one I sent you, about the white woman that called the little or 5-year-old kid, which
You sent
mind
it
you,
to
I
me.
sat there and watched the video. He doesn't even look 5, but nonetheless,
Yeah,
you know,
she's like a
that,
millionaire now.
that little kid um, is now uh, widespread. I mean, it's
It's
what,
viral,
viral,
going
I guess you could
crazy.
say. So I mean, there's a point in there where it was socially acceptable to use that term to when it was no longer socially acceptable. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, the thing
So I'm
is,
trying to
we're
figure out
talking about
when that time frame was.
I think we're talking about two different things.
Okay.
I'm talking about the human race as a whole has never been more conflicted, more divided than it's ever been. It was an experiment. I know it was. It was purposely done to drive a stake between people. Okay.
Well,
I
yeah,
said
I agree
like
with that because I mean,
2020.
how do you? It's misdirection, right? At its finest.
Yeah.
If you sit there and say throw a bait into the water and all the fish go there, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You got anything you want to do in the clear water or in the water that's there are no fish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, it's very easy to, especially with American people. I mean, we're so out to be a victim um, that
Please stop. I
we'll
know.
jump on that. Everybody does it. We're such a tribal species that we'll jump on that
It's so
and fight
true.
amongst each other while the freaking politicians are getting away with murder.
Okay. Speaking
I
of
mean,
getting away with
Epstein was kind
murder,
of a perfect example of that. We all kind
let,
of avoided it.
let's talk. We're always talking about Democrats. Okay. People know that you and I lean right. Okay. So let's talk now what's going on the right side because it's really starting to bother me.
No, I
Okay.
mean, I'll even criticize the right. I mean, like the
That's what
kind
we're
of
going to
stuff
do
with
right now.
Dan Bondi and even with like Ash
Bongino.
Patel and
What
Dan
about Dan
Bongino.
Bongino?
I mean, come on, guys. I mean,
What is going on with the Epstein stuff?
yeah,
They're
it's
hiding something.
they've
I
got to be hiding
guarantee it.
something.
They're singing a different tune. They're hiding something. The stuff's never come out. We're
Or do you
they're
think
not
that
showing us.
information that they're privileged or privy to is so detrimental that it could rattle everything that this country's found?
No, I don't believe that. I hear what you're saying. You it could be, but I don't believe it. I don't. The way they look, there's two things I see. One, they're singing a different tune now.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah, especially Dan Bongino. I mean, he was on air basically coming out like we need this
Oh, he's
information.
like, don't forget, keep fighting. And now it's like, oh no, he killed himself. Like,
Yeah.
well, you saw it. How about we see it?
Yeah,
How about we
exactly.
see it?
Well, I think he's referencing information that we already know.
No,
Or
they said they had
I
footage
mean,
of him killing himself. Let's see it. Let's see what you're talking about. Stop talking. Start showing. They've done no arrests. They've done no frozen of assets. I'm getting really impatient. You talk about all this crime. It's just as bad on the right. They're probably redacting the stuff and editing the stuff. Why are we not seeing any proof?
yeah.
Why? Come on. No,
Well, I mean
I'm
that
telling you, they're right. This is how I
it's
felt
well,
about the left.
it's
Right?
really JFK all over again.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I think Epstein has incriminating evidence all across the board. I think a lot of people are going to come down taken down by it. That's fine. But I promise you, it will come out.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just don't
eventually,
know
like that's the whole thing. I mean, eventually the truth will come to the surface. We'll find out eventually. But I mean, hell, like if you take JFK for an example, the guy's been dead for 60 years, and we're still not totally sure what exactly happened.
Has it been 60?
Yeah, it's 1960 something, right?
I don't know. I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how many years it's been.
November 22nd, 1963. So, yeah, it's been 62 years.
Okay. So it took that long for us to get the truth. That's sad.
And we still don't even have all the evidence. We don't have the full truth. We don't know, what actually happened.
It
They
it
do. Trump
it blows.
knows.
Who?
Trump
What?
knows.
Oh, I know.
Trump's already seen the files.
It blows me away.
We,
They talk about all this stuff we're gonna see. We ain't seen nothing.
yeah.
How long you been in office? We've seen nothing.
But see,
Elon Musk is coming on. We've seen nothing.
I'm also the type of person that I really don't care if I ever see it. At this point, it doesn't really freaking matter anymore. It's no longer relevant. Hell,
I
even
just
with
want
Epstein, I
people
don't
to
really
pay for their
care.
crimes.
I
Right.
really don't even care about Epstein either. I mean, as long as they fix the economy, as long as they fix the borders, as long as they fix,
Okay.
the laws.
What if there was footage of Michael Jackson still alive on Epstein Island? What would you do? Now you care.
No, I mean, so
Robin
what? I mean,
Williams is on
it
Epstein
really,
Island. Now you care.
it doesn't okay. So something like that, it doesn't affect my everyday life.
Oh no,
But
no, not that
the
either.
price of eggs or the price of gas affects me on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So do I care whether Michael Jackson's still alive? Maybe for the sheer purpose that, hey, maybe he can bring out another album. Cool.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, we're all thinking about us.
Other than
Hey, I
that,
could use another album from him.
if he I've also heard what God, who was it?
What, Elvis?
Was it Elon Musk, I think, said that he had been to this island or whatever?
Yeah, that was probably whoops, here we go. That was probably AI.
It could have been. It could have been. But
we can't believe anything anymore.
If Musk had said it and that he'd been there and he'd seen Michael Jackson and joked about was it I can't remember what term he used, socio suicide or something like that. So basically just pretending to die or be dead to get out of the limelight and live a normal life.
I don't know. I'm sure somebody's done that.
Oh, I'm sure there's been people
because we just didn't make it up ourselves.
No.
We've seen movies on it.
Yeah.
We've seen like the movie on the fake moon landing. I'm sure that's happened before.
Yeah.
Just a little joke there.
I mean, like, what is it? We've all seen the movie Eraser, right?
Right.
So I'm sure things like that happen, or look at like Jason Bourne or something like that. Things like that do happen.
Okay, what are they?
This isn't stuff that has been invented through the mind of an author or something. They've got to have some kind of form of base or a base form for the idea that they brought up.
My brother Charles says that everything's been done. Everything in history has been done. We're just doing things in a different flavor.
That's kind of like which movie? I want to say it was it Man of Steel when you had Lawrence Fishburne that played Perry Mason.
I don't know.
Or Perry White, not Perry Mason, Perry White.
Like they had a black guy playing Perry Mason?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I want to see that.
No, Perry White was the editor in chief,
right,
for the Daily Bugle, or was it? No, that's freaking Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Daily Planet. Daily Planet. That's what it was.
Wait, so you got me confused.
So the Daily Planet, Perry White was the editor in chief or whatever, and he said to Lois Lane, "There's no such thing as a new story, just different angles." I mean, I'm sure that's been used before that movie, but I mean, it's true. Everything that's happened has already been done before.
Right.
It's just the different point of view that you bring to this topic or this similar story.
Okay, so I'm looking here, and what does it say? Oh, they're kind of chatting amongst themselves here. I'm totally out of the loop. Let's see.
People.
I don't know what. Let's see here.
Gen X and Boomers solved racism in the 90s.
Who?
I don't think we solved that. Double bacon.
Nobody saw racism, obviously,
That's true.
because
I am a
it's
room.
raised its ugly head up again. I
Pen.
I thought we were done with racism, honestly, but
Ay, ay.
the government wasn't. So they kicked up a little bit of dirt. They got people riled up, and they started it all over again. So, but of course, this racism is publicly accepted. Oh, you can hate white people. Really? That's okay.
I'm sorry, reading the chat. Candy says it's extremely professional. I'm not sure what she's referencing. Where are you going with this, Jimmy? Hopefully, I proved where I was going with it. Paulin. Janet says it's Jimmy's constitutional right to use the N word. There are websites where you can buy passes for such things. Jimmy use naughty words. Yeah, I use naughty words a lot. Sorry. Not sorry.
Oh, did you?
I don't know. Somewhere, I guess. Candy Lee, I got my bowler hat on to match my bowl cut. That's funny. Ziggy from see, I want. Can you pin comments?
Can I pin them? No. Do you not have the three dots?
Well, it's telling me must be room administrator to pin a message, and the only other person in here is you. So
Wait,
I'm
you are room administrator.
I know. That's where I'm trying to figure out where the.
Click on the three dots by their comment.
I already did.
Yeah, I don't.
Pin. Nope. Pin on a timer.
You know what? I had that happen once too, on my stream.
Nope. I don't know.
Sorry. That's okay.
We'll just probably have to refresh the page. Whatever. Michael Caine. Oh wait, actually I didn't read Ziggy's.
Wait, hold on.
Get Nintendo
Gatsby, hold on, Jimmy.
Hold on.
Hang on. Sorry to interrupt. Gatsby says you can't be racist towards white people.
That's not true.
Should we all sit and contemplate that? Are you freaking kidding?
Hold on.
You literally made that comment and typed it. That is the dumbest comment. I like you, Gatsby, but that is the dumbest comment. You can be racist against anybody.
Coming out this week. Can we get some Nintendo Switch 2 predictions from each of you? Nintendo Switch 2?
You take that.
I think with all the controversy in surrounding the Switch 2, I think it will still do well based on, Nintendo diehard fans. But me personally, I won't get a Switch 2. I won't get a Switch 2. Dude, it's not worth your money.
So many bad headlines.
See, here's the thing. Like, if they were to give it out for free, then everything that they've done is justified. But since it's not free, that you have to pay $500 for it or $450, whatever it is you decide to go with, or package you decide to go with, I think it's a waste of money. It's literally a waste of money.
The fact that they can control your console,
going to die.
Gamers will not like that.
No,
you can brick my console.
I mean, think about it. Like the gaming community is completely different. It's not like the normal public, right? If you have shown that all you care about is the money that they give you, they will resist. It's already been proven. Look at Assassin's Creed. Look at like even Dark Ages. I mean, as good as it looks, it's only sold. Well, I don't even think it made 1 million sales or 1 million copies sold. So that probably has something to do with Game Pass offering it for free, on Game Pass. But yeah, I don't think I think Nintendo's going to eventually die.
The console's too expensive. The video games are too expensive. They can turn off and brick your console. You can't play before launch day. You don't own the game. What else? Oh, the equipment inside the console is outdated already. It's like super old. It's not even, it's like the same quality as the last Switch. It's not better. It's not faster. Stack up all those headlines, and nobody's buying it.
Yeah.
My opinion.
And another thing about the Switch too, every game that you're gonna be able to play on Switch 2, or not every game, I guess, but a lot of games, I'll go with that. A lot of games that you can play on Switch 2, you can already play on Switch 1. And if you can't play it on Switch, you can play it on other consoles like Xbox or PlayStation or even Steam. Why would you?
There's,
I mean,
there's only
there's
one
no
game that
point. There's literally there's nothing on the Switch 2 that you can't find elsewhere.
there's only one game that excites me. It's Metroid. That was
Yeah,
it.
but I mean, I think can you even get that on Steam?
Metroid 4. It's the new one coming.
Yeah,
I don't even know if it's out yet. But I
Metroid,
used to be a big fan of
Metroid
Metroid.
4, Prime 4.
Okay, Eliza, shut your face, okay?
What?
You've been really rude in all your comments. Shut up while we talk, or I'm gonna ask Jimmy right now live on the show to block your
I
ass
missed it.
because you're annoying as hell.
Gatsby
Okay? So
says
shut up. There we go.
never. Gatsby replied to your message or your what you said. Never in human
cool.
history have we been more divided. Really? All
Wait.
question marks. I would like to know how we're not. I'd really like to know.
We are divided
how we're
on
not.
everything.
No, Bacon, you're
Name
not.
a product, we're divided. Computers, divided. Phones, divided. Everything we're divided.
Politics, divided.
Divided.
Gender, divided.
Pride Month, divided. I mean, come on.
You won't get
Pick a
me out
topic,
there
Gatsby.
celebrating June. Sorry.
Do
And
me a
I'm sure
favor,
there's people
Jimmy.
in my chat that will sit there and say that they will
Yeah.
support.
Don't get me wrong. We're okay with divisiveness in the chat. Be respectful. Don't be like Eliza and say stupid shit like take Jack off the stream. Like you say stupid stuff like that. That's not productive.
Far behind.
Okay.
So
So
I'm reading Snooze. Where was it? Snoozy said something.
sorry, Brandon.
Candy says
the Italian came out and
boys
made.
should come to my neck of the woods. Where's your neck of the woods, Candy?
Oh,
They'd be safe in my care.
Candy is fairly new, isn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
Or he. I don't know.
I'm just going by the name that I think you're female, but it could be a male transition to a female. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
You can never tell anymore.
But that's okay. If we get your gender wrong by your username, Susie sleeps. You can't figure it out. You know, Brandon Purple.
Wait, hold on.
Say guy.
Gatsby says lean right, doesn't describe it. Heavily right. How would you say that's heavily right?
Well, Gatsby is saying I'm heavily right,
or we're heavily right.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't know.
I mean, Gatsby, you're heavily anti-right. I wouldn't say you're really left. I wouldn't call you woke. But I wouldn't say you fell off the edge.
A true fan would be
so you fall somewhere.
Wait, what? A true fan would move to be near them? That's not true. That's not true at all. Janet says Michael King keeps us safe from bad
it. Okay.
We don't need boys club because Michael keeps everyone in line. Yes, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. So I wonder how many true fans there are. Anyone who thinks COVID is a hoax is far right. That's not true.
Oh my God. How much more proof do you need that it was fabricated? It was created.
Yes, it was a lab leak. I mean, it's come out. The evidence has come out.
Okay. You know what? Do you see Eliza in the chat, Jimmy?
I haven't seen yet. I'm still at 15 minutes ago.
Okay, go all the way to the bottom. Do me a favor. Would you block her ass?
Yeah.
I really want to spend time with the rest of the people.
Sumo, Brandon. What's up, Ducks Rule? Welcoming. Brandon, you're a guy.
He is 1 minute ago.
That's what I expected you to be, a guy.
Okay.
Jimmy, my neck of the woods is Baton Rouge, sweetie. You're welcome anytime, sugar. I've actually been, well, not Baton Rouge. I've been to New Orleans.
Jimmy, did you block her? Because I can't talk anymore until she's gone.
There we go.
I need her gone.
That's fine. I'm gonna have.
I
It'll happen.
apologize,
No,
but
you're fine.
she's rude.
Wait, right here.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, bear with me. I've
Got to
never
take care of
actually
some house
done this before.
cleaning here.
Put user timeout.
Yeah, I don't know what you call your boys' club, but she needs to go there. J-
Okay, I don't know exactly how you make that happen, but they're on a timeout for at least 24 hours. So,
okay,
uh,
I'll teach you off the air.
yeah, that's fine.
But I'm all
Yeah,
man, but I
because
do
isn't
love
your
you.
stream
They love your hat still, dude.
came on and took over, and he's not taking over. We're having a discussion between us.
Who said that? Who's taking over?
I think Eliza. I'm just
Oh,
going back through reading
great.
the
Yeah,
what
let's
you
read
were
all
talking
Liza's
about.
questions and comments and revolve the whole show around her because she's such a nice person. I should have her on top of my birthday cake. Are you?
Yeah, it is way more fun when Jimmy reads chat comments. Ziggy, what is the best food you guys have eaten lately? Actually, I had a really good steak last night. That was good.
Really?
Yeah, my buddy had this was it spice they called gunpowder. It was really good. It was really
Very
good.
cool. Let's see.
Uh,
Gatsby says, "Did you see that a trans actress might
Come on, someone, Jimmy. So
play Princess Zelda? You mean a voice?
you know what?
I'm gonna be bothered by a voice.
That's a good
I don't.
point.
I don't
My
know why you would care. Why you would bring that up? Somebody, a trans is voicing a cartoon character, and you want to know how we feel about it. I'm not sure how to. That's okay. I don't care who voices it.
all right. I got Michael as moderator. You got that, Michael?
Oh, he's taking care of it.
Yeah, I
Michael, you.
promoted him as a moderator. He seems pretty good at doing that on the other channel too. So,
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Janet Michael would be wonderful. Does Jack go to a lib church? I saw a picture of his pastor looking like a soy boy.
What?
I guess.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't
who wrote that?
know. Bacon.
Oh, a soy boy. Really? How do
Yeah.
you identify a soy boy?
Yeah.
Did he have man boobs?
No, that's
Because he
not
got
it.
too much soy in his diet? What's a soy boy?
You're not familiar with the term soy boy?
No, I am, but it's a stupid comment.
Yeah.
I've seen
But it's
my
because they don't know
pastor,
the guy. I mean,
but he
if
looks
you, the
nothing
guy,
like a
said
soy
that, then
boy.
okay.
The
I'll
guy's
run with it.
45 years old with 2 children.
Yeah.
And
After Schaefer
you're saying it's a lib church.
live action movie.
I don't know what that means.
Uh, hey, what's up, Homer? Welcome in, man.
Hey, Homer, what's going on?
Thank you for your service, Michael. Glad to have Michael. Can't leave. Remember, I said
Snoozy sleeps is so kind. Well,
trolls are
honestly,
the thinnest
everybody I'm
device.
looking at in the chat right now is kind.
You heard? Why you hurt, Chris? What are you talking about?
Chris is hurt.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. Janet, you too, Suka. Had a good meal. Whatever. What? Maybe we should all be mods now. Good to see you and Jeff again. It's Jack, but
No,
good to
it's
see you.
you know what? At least he said hi.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the first time he said hi to me. I'll take. You can call me Dipstick. I don't care. Hi, Homer. Good to see you again. So,
Candy says, "Hey, honey, I can invite all the men to what? To my home? Really? Down in Louisiana, huh?" He was showing his ankles. My dad told me. What? How's that? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever.
Homer,
Real men don't show their ankles. Okay.
What about your ankles?
I don't know. It says real men don't show their ankles. What about boxers or MMA showing ankles? You don't think they're real men?
Oh, I forgot my water. Crap.
I don't find that appropriate as a Christian woman. What? At Candy. What is Candy? Oh, okay, never mind. It's within the chat. So moving on. Sounds good. Dipstick.
So he's gonna call me that every time now.
Dipstick and doorknob.
Yep. These names catch on. So I'm
Duck
Dipstick and my
rule.
grandson's called Doorknob.
Different childhoods. Why does that matter, guys? Come on. We're all here to have a conversation.
Honestly, once I tell you what my grandson's name is, the day he's born, that's what I'm allowed to say.
Southern hospitality.
We'll
It's true.
call him
Southern
back.
hospitality does actually exist. I'm not even gonna lie.
I
I've
ain't got it.
experienced it firsthand. It's it's awesome shit. I mean, it's definitely a culture shock because going from like when I lived in Tennessee, there was actually a time when I left my keys in the door as I was leaving for work. Came back home from work, my keys were still in the door.
I
Nothing
know.
happened. Nothing was missing.
People
I was
leave
like,
their houses unlocked here.
yeah,
And
it's freaking
they leave
crazy.
their cars unlocked.
You would never do that in California.
Uh, you would never have a car after that.
Yeah.
I had my truck locked and I was bowling. The guy next to me in the lane next to me stole my keys and stole my car.
That's
So
incredible.
even with it locked, I lost it.
What was it? I was working in Washington State, and one of the managers he came in for like 20 minutes.
Right?
Um, he had to, I guess he went out to do sales calls or whatever, and came back, did whatever he had to do for the 20 minutes. Left his car right outside the door because we had a roll up door like a garage door, and right outside his car was sitting there, and car was still running and everything. Came in, did his thing, went back out. His car was gone. Little Honda Civic, totally gone. Like
It's
wow.
crazy. That happens a lot in California.
Well, it happens in Washington too. We're on
Oh,
the West Coast,
it's
right?
when you were in Washington.
Yeah, when I was in Washington.
You hear
We're
that silence?
referencing this Homer fellow.
Can you hear that silence? Do you know what that is?
What?
That's Eliza not here anymore.
So
Sorry.
mean. I will vote for you next time. Okay. Who had different channel? Who cares? Jack is Are you dehydrated?
Yeah. I forgot to bring my water. Brandon heard me complain about that. So it's okay. I'll live. Oh, Tammy should be home
Jack
soon.
and Jimmy, different childhoods. Why does it matter, guys? Come on.
Jack, do you like soccer? No. I think soccer is boring as ever. I think a fast version of soccer, which I like a lot more, is hockey.
Welcome in, Rob.
Oh, is Rob here?
Yeah, I think so. Everybody's saying welcome in.
I didn't see his name.
Yeah, I didn't see his name either. Everybody's saying he's here.
Hey, Rob, if you're watching, howdy. If you're not, sorry.
Debbie, we don't know who cares. People around my area did the same thing, or did the same. And at times, the neighborhood or neighbors would borrow each other's vehicles as a little joke, sometimes for weeks at a time. Really? Yeah, no, here they end up like stripped down in the middle of freaking the worst part of town. Okay, Candy, you have proven yourself to me. Okay.
Thank you, Snoozy Sleep. Snoozy Sleeps is saying I can go run.
No, I don't live in Chicago.
Get my water. I don't even know what it is. I had it filled up, and
I wouldn't mind visiting Chicago, but
thank you.
definitely don't live there.
Say again.
Oh, Sumo says Jimmy lives in Chicago now. I'm like, no, I don't live in Chicago, thankfully. Liberal as fuck city. But
I didn't say that, guys. I was see, I'm nice.
Yeah, I could go and grab it. Jack, we can
Oh,
wait.
there's Rob. Hey, Rob.
They said you can go grab your water. We'll wait.
Nah, it's okay. I'll do with. I
Each
know
month is a great idea.
I can do without.
Have you done anything Cajun?
What have I done?
Have you
What?
done any Cajun food on your channel?
Oh yeah, we went to New Orleans and
Yeah,
we did a Cajun food wars. Chef, I think it's Chef
that'd be
Ron
fun. That'd be
was
fun.
the Chef Ron was the winner. His
Some
stuff
true
was
gumbo.
flawless, so good. Did you know they put potato salad in gumbo? That's a thing.
Really?
They would order a big bowl of gumbo and
They do.
aside it
They do the French roll.
the baguettes.
Well, I
Oh
don't know.
no,
It's
the shrimp.
like a giant bread
Right,
bowl,
the
right?
sandwiches. I
Well,
forget what
it's
they're
like a
called.
giant roll, right? Probably about the size of somebody's head, and
Right,
they cut the top off of it,
like
like
a
the one
bowl,
that you get at Disneyland. Disney, or they do
like
it
a
at
bread
Disneyland.
bowl.
Yeah, it's a bread bowl.
No,
They
no,
rip
this was
that
in a
out, and then they put the
regular.
gumbo or whatever inside.
No, I got in a regular. It would have been cool in a bread bowl though. But then they put potato salad in, and that's a delicacy.
Interesting.
Like putting ketchup on your fries, potato salad in your gumbo. Who would have thought? I didn't find out till I got there. My buddy's big Cajun.
I love Cajun food.
I mean, they probably know my buddy. Whoops. They probably know my buddy Paul, my best friend Paul. He uh he told me all about it before I even went. I didn't believe him, but it's true. I
That's
asked the
insane.
restaurants.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like what was it when I was in Seattle? They had Seattle dogs instead of like cheese on their hot dogs. They put cream cheese.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
That-
Yes.
oh my god! Ever since I've had one of those, yeah.
Are they is it good?
Oh yeah. Oh god. I could never get enough cream cheese.
Oh my gosh.
Good stuff, man. Good
That's
stuff.
great.
I remember
Oh,
seeing
po' boy. That's it. Rob just said it. They're po' boy sandwiches.
po' boy, po' boy.
Yes, I did do po' boy sandwiches out there. There's a series on my channel called Cajun Food Wars. We were looking for the best Cajun food. We had oysters. We ain't real good out
You
there.
eat a gator?
Yeah, gator tails. We did jambalaya. We did gumbo.
See
We did.
that's my go-to jambalaya. Like, what was
You
it?
got good
Popeye.
taste.
Popeyes used to have a jambalaya bowl. They don't have it anymore.
Mud
Actually,
bugs.
I went to a Popeyes up in Washington, and they didn't have the jambalaya bowl. I asked them, like, we don't know what that is.
What are
Like,
mud bugs? Somebody asked if I eat mud bugs.
do you eat mud bugs? I don't know. What is mud
Is
bugs?
that a Cajun dish? I've never heard of it.
Yes, that'd be my guess.
I don't because I've never heard of it.
Orleans. I would love to go to New Orleans again. It was
I
fun.
just learned what
You know,
a
I lost a
chopped,
backpack while I was in New Orleans. I'd still go back.
cheese. What is chopped cheese?
What's mud bugs?
Hey Gatsby, what is chopped cheese? Rob made a good looking chopped cheese on his channel. I don't know what a
Crawfish.
chopped cheese is.
Crawfish.
Oh, that's a mud bug. Got it. Yeah. That
There's
is
a colloquial
slang.
name for crawfish, a type
Yes.
of freshwater crustacean.
I
These
do
crustaceans
eat
are
them,
often
but
boiled
they're a
in
lot of work for a
spicy
little bit of meat.
seasoning.
Like, okay, I know I do something that you don't do.
Huh.
I eat the shrimp with the shell on the outside. I don't eat the tail, but I eat with the peel shrimp. I don't
Yeah.
peel it. I don't peel it. I
Really?
bite it,
You eat the whole thing, huh?
eat the whole thing,
Wow.
and it's as
Yeah, I
like
don't do
soft
that.
shell crab.
I can, like, I'll sit there and eat the hell out of some shrimp,
Oh man,
but it's
shrimp's
usually
so
just,
good.
like you said, it's probably just the tail.
Yeah.
It's all
But
skinned.
my buddy taught me that way because he does the same thing. He doesn't peel the shrimp either. Boudin. Oh,
Like,
boudin's good. Yes,
have you ever had calamari?
please. I'm Italian, dude.
Oh my god! Some of the I remember what was that?
Calamari is amazing.
Calamari. You get fried calamari. It's good stuff. Then you dip it in cocktail sauce. Oh my god! You
So
die
good.
for it.
Calamari is awesome.
But
It's great on
I remember
linguine.
going to oh god, there was a seafood place down in California. What was that city called? Was it Dana Point or
Yeah.
Laguna Niguel? No, not Niguel. Anyway, it's somewhere there on the beach, right? It was literally right off the beach. Um, and they had I ordered calamari, but it was like the whole like squid, like eyeballs and everything, and I was like, yeah, no,
Did you eat it?
no. I said you can have it back.
Okay, so I went
That was
to
just too
Orlando,
much for me.
Florida. I went to Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
You know the squid ink,
Okay.
right? They had it in pasta. So your pasta was like black.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's squid ink pasta. It was
Interesting.
so good, dude. It was so
Interesting.
good. It,
I guess it's not harmful then.
no, it was delicious. It was amazing. If you ever get a chance to try it, squid ink pasta.
Yeah, definitely have to give it a shot. Calamari sounds too exotic for me. It's not actually all that exotic, honestly. It's no more exotic than shrimp is, to be totally fair.
I've
Um,
never cooked one whole though. I've done the
yeah, I've never.
rings, but I've never done a whole squid.
You ever cooked a live lobster?
Uh, no, no,
No.
no. My luck, it would
I
jump in
hear
the
they
pot.
scream when you put them in the boiling hot water.
So do I. That's so weird.
But I don't know. I've never done it myself. But calamari with lemon and parmesan. Oh yeah, definitely. I can. Oh, some good stuff. The Italian call it galamar. Oh, galamar, which I learned on the popular Italian soap opera series Sopranos. Gabagool. Uh,
No, gabba. You're trying to say gabagal. Gabagal is not squid. Gabagal is hot ham. You can order hot ham like at the deli. It's gabagal. Like this prosciutto. You can have
I
that
love
sliced
prosciutto.
gabagal. It's a spicy ham.
Prosciutto is pretty good.
Prosciutto's real good. Wrap
That
that with
was,
some bacon. Oh man.
then we remember the when you visited California when I was there. We did that food thing.
Uh,
Went to a restaurant and I can't remember what it was. It was a small Italian place in North or yeah, North Anaheim, I guess it would be.
did we do a video?
Yeah, I think so. We did the video of us walking in and
Was it Mangiano's?
probably, probably,
Was it like family style?
yeah, yeah.
That probably was Mangiano's.
Well, is Mangiano's the one on Catella?
No. Catello Deli, the Jewish place,
I
was
think they were
great.
related though. I think that was they owned both businesses.
I don't know. I don't know what the name was. Oh no. Are you talking Lupo de Bruzios?
No, no. There was a Italian restaurant there that oh my god, I can't remember what I was doing, but I got offered to come in and they paid for the whole meal and it was just nothing but Italian food all over. Oh my god, it was.
There's a few hot spots in
And
California.
they had a bruschetta and all that kind of stuff. Oh my god,
Oh man. Now you got me all hungry, dude.
I know, right? Some good Italian food. That's hard to find nowadays. Like a
Hey,
good,
Michael Caine said if you go to Jack on the Go, Italian, you do a search for that. It's one of the first videos that come up and you're in it.
yeah. Well,
You were a lot younger then
I
too.
remember us doing it. It's
I
been,
don't
I mean, it's been a
remember
while.
I don't remember the name. I'll have to look it up again.
Actually, Michael, if you can find the link, see if we'll check it out. Apparently, Candy's a blonde. Jimmy changed his gauge earrings out. Must have burned. No, I didn't. Same things.
Are they plugs or they earrings?
They're just gauge
Plugs, right?
rings. They're just
Yeah, it's a plug.
they're more like a plug. They're
Yeah.
tunnels.
Yep. That's fine.
They're called tunnels, but
That's cool.
uh, oh, Jack, have you considered going back to radio?
No. there wasn't much, there wasn't money in radio, if that makes sense. And I don't do anything because of the money, but it paid really bad. People did it for the fame. No, I'd like to support my family.
Well, you did it because you enjoyed it.
Right. But I mean, when I was in radio, I
You
got
couldn't make a
paid
living off of it,
peanuts.
is what you're saying.
Say again?
You couldn't make a living off of doing that.
Oh, no. The only reason I made a living in radio, because when I would do like live events, I'd show up at a grand opening at a store or I'd go to a nightclub. I got paid $200 an hour.
Really?
Yeah, in radio. So I
I
made
mean,
more
how
making
many hours do you
appearances.
work? How
Well,
many
you
hours
would
would you
do
work?
in like 2 to 4,
Yeah. So I
but
mean,
then your shift on the air was, let me see, 11 to 5, 6 hours.
okay.
Okay, and when I left radio, computers were starting to take over. So
Like digital
DJs would
media, you mean?
say again,
Like digital media?
yeah, like, hey Jack, go in that studio, record your voice for the next 60 minutes, read all the lines on the paper, and then go home. And then the computer would run your voice.
Oh, so early stages of AI, basically.
Kind of, but yeah, they would cut it up and they had to do more work.
Yeah.
So it would play my recording appropriately, but it was still paying, but didn't pay a lot of money. Was some of the best years of my life, though. I had the most fun. I met the most people. Country music listeners are the most loyal. The most
Oh, yeah.
loyal.
I could see
I've
that.
DJed nightclubs. I've played all time happy hour music, everything from the Eagles to
I mean,
Metallica. I've played hip hop. I've done it all. I've DJed all black clubs. I've played all music and country music
I think it was just,
listeners.
I think it was just huge down there in California anyway. I mean,
That was California, and
there's
you
a lot
wouldn't think
of,
California would be big with country.
what was it? I remember being like a devout listener for K Rock.
Oh yeah, K Rock
I
was
loved K
what I
Rock.
grew up on.
I always thought it was funny that they said they were world famous, and
Yeah,
now
no,
now I look for them, I can't find them anywhere.
no, you can. There is a playlist on Spotify,
Is there?
and if you're looking for it, it's KROQ.
Yeah.
Yep, I used to listen to Depeche Mode, Duran Duran, Oingo Boingo, Prince, Tears for Fears, The Cure. They played all that. Dead or
Yeah.
Alive, all the stuff I played in the
And
clubs.
then they also had like what was it Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla?
Yep, Dr. Drew. That's where he started.
Yeah.
Was on K Rock.
Love Line.
Yeah, in fact, K Rock was the first to ever play Oingo Boingo. They broke that band, and they became popular after being broken on K Rock.
Can I do a radio voice? I actually had somebody when I was in high school tell me that would have been good for radio. I never liked my voice enough to play radio though, so I tried, but just didn't pan out for me. That's a shame because you still have a voice for it.
Let's see.
Oh, I guess he's saying that you still have the voice for radio.
I have lost a lot of the voice that I did have. I used to be able to kick in on radio. 94.3 Kick FM. The hot new sound of today's country. All those liners.
That'd be cool.
They keep coming back to me. And I've been out of radio for years. I think I left radio in 90, like 95, I think, 96. I stopped doing it. But I was around when Garth was
96, you said?
Yeah, because I was on Kick FM 91, 92, 93.
Well, then you quit after I got out of high school.
Right. Well, I went to Victorville. I went to Cat Country in Victorville.
Yeah.
So it was a great time, though. It was a good time to be in radio. it was still fun. Now it's probably really controlled, and I don't hear DJs anymore unless it's the morning. They're not real entertaining. They they read out of trivia books and they call that entertainment. I never liked other DJs much. I did like the DJs I worked with. They were cool. But most DJs were like, meh.
Oh, Janet found it. Angelo's and Vinci's.
Oh yeah,
Nostalgia.
yeah, you're way behind, aren't you?
No, 3 minutes.
I have some sad news about Angela.
Like,
It's closed. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Naughty Boys are playing the
Hey
Metallica.
Jimmy, Ziggy asked a good question. What radio station in all your life would you want a DJ? Like Kiss FMLA,
I
KZLA,
don't know that's a good question. I mean,
K
like
Rock,
I'd probably do K Rock
K Rock.
because it was more the music that I listened to. Like I did like Kiss FM, um, and it's I actually ironic when you sit there and look for Kiss FM on radio stations, even though it is a nationwide syndicate, kind of like ABC or NBC or whatever. Um, it's spelt differently, or its broadcast signal is different. Like normally
Who's
it's
the
KI,
morning man
I
on
guess.
Kiss?
Huh?
He's also on. I think he's on American Idol.
Oh, you're talking about
Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah,
Actually, Ryan Seacrest
or
didn't even
Ryan.
start out. Ryan Seacrest didn't even start out at Kiss FM. You know
Where did he
that?
start?
I
I
want to
never
say he was on 98.7 where he first started.
really.
I believe
That
so.
guy is big now. Big.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think he's as big now as he
he
was.
used to
Now I
be.
think, yeah, now he's doing Wheel of Fortune.
He also does Rockin' New Year's Eve. Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve.
Does he?
Yeah, I think every New Year's Eve, I think he does.
Yeah, he's been getting a lot of things that have been around for a while.
Dick Clark is the reason I got into radio. May he rest in peace.
Well, he was good at it, that's for sure.
He was good at everything. He was good at American Bandstand. He was good at interviewing. He was good at radio. He was good at TV. Everything he did was amazing.
I wonder if his Wikipedia will tell us where he got started. Yeah, I guess he replaced Pat Sajak on Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too excited about him being a game host. He was good on radio. He's very personal, very
Yeah, he's
personal.
really good at it. He's definitely
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably, I guess, a good comparison to somebody like Dick Clark or Johnny Carson or something like that. You know what I mean? Or
Oh
even
yeah.
what was his name? Rick Dees. I think
Uh,
he's
I
probably
don't,
up there with them.
okay, so Rick Dees was the Kiss FM morning man for
Yeah.
years. He started the funny phone calls. He would do the funny phone calls, and he also was the person. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember Disco Deck. He did that song.
Oh, how funny! He's from Georgia.
Who?
Ryan
Rick Dees?
Seacrest.
Oh, Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, he's from
Well,
Georgia.
yeah, Rick Dees. But unfortunately, Rick Dees was not a nice guy. He was full of himself, if that makes sense. Ryan Seacrest, I heard, was a nice guy.
Yeah, I think that's what I heard.
Yeah.
I don't know him,
But
but
Rick Dees, he used to run his interns ragged. He was very demanding. Same
well,
I heard with,
he had the popularity in the
oh
to
yeah,
go
he
for
was
that.
big. He was
He was
big.
huge. He was huge in the day.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You seem like a metalhead. I'm gonna guess they are talking to you, even
Yeah,
though
who are you talking about?
I love metal, love Rat, Dawkins, you name it, Metallica. But Disciple, that's a good one. But I think you're talking to Jimmy. Were you a metalhead?
No, I was never a metalhead. I liked
You
rock
didn't,
and roll. I
you
liked a
didn't
lot
like
of rock and
Twisted
roll, like I said.
Sister or
No, wasn't into I wasn't into heavy metal or anything like that.
got it?
It was too much for me at the time. Um, I mean, I think the hardest I really got was like Metallica or something like that. Even that's not bad.
Dude, you can't. You nobody can beat Metallica. ACDC comes close, but Metallica
Yeah, I
rock.
liked Tool. I definitely like Tool.
What
Uh,
are you going
just
through the
kind of
chat?
catching up to the chat.
Got it.
He's Georgian. Yep, he's Georgian. Jack and Jimmy should start a new Italian restaurant in place of the restaurant that got closed down that we went to.
They'd be a little hard since we're what
Neither one of us are in California,
600 miles apart, me and you.
and neither of us are going back to California anytime
Yeah.
soon.
The only time I'm going back to California is in a body bag. I mean, literally, unless I'm being paid on a gig or I'm doing a special series that I go out there to shoot, which I thought about going back to California and doing Sushi Wars in California.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit was all right.
Limp Bizkit was
More like
good.
a Lincoln Park. Limp Bizkit wasn't
Lincoln
bad.
Park was good.
Lincoln Park, Avenged Sevenfold, 3 Days
Creed was
Grace,
good. Nine Inch Nails was good.
Corn,
Offspring
Nine
was
Inch
good.
Nails.
They all were good.
Yeah, that was more the type of music I was into.
But you did like Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I didn't have their stuff, but I didn't change the channel when they came on.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Sublime, I guess you can say, in a way. They had their moment. Like if Sublime came on the radio, it's something that you could automatically just kind of sink into. You know what I mean?
Oh
It's
yeah,
what Limp Bizkit's like.
yeah.
Um,
Like
it
Blink
wasn't something,
182.
but it wouldn't be something that I would go searching for.
Right.
However, Blink 182, I would find because Blink 182 was
I get it.
really good. It
I
was
gotta
funny.
tell you, it doesn't matter if it's music. I love it. Everything from Mozart to Metallica. I've played it all.
Yeah,
I've loved it all. I own it all.
Jack.
You know,
Like
Ziggy,
the cool stuff
Ziggy.
on
I
that
was
Charles and Jim were kind of dorks.
as a kid. I was a loner.
That's
I
not what your
was
brother said.
my brother. Both my brothers were. Charles was really good at what he did. He like graduated early, took the test, got out of high school early, started life early. Um, they were the cool ones. I was a big loner. I mean, I can't explain it. I was in the chess club. I was a big nerd. I was in the computer club, but now it's different. I think
Actually,
when I turned 18, I chose to be different. I
yeah,
made it a point to be different. So that's why
yeah. When I was in high school, I would almost classify myself more as like the loner type.
yeah,
I I knew a lot, but associated with few. If that makes sense.
yeah,
Um,
I get it.
One thing I wish I would have got into more that I really enjoyed in high school was drama class.
Really.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I used to eat my lunch in the library alone. That's how much of a loner I was. I was depressing. I was a piece of crap. But when I turned 18, I said, you know, I mean, I didn't, enough's enough. I changed completely. I literally, when I graduated high school, I started DJing nightclubs. I started talking to girls more. I would be bold and honest and outgoing. And I chose to completely change everything. And it worked. And my high school buddies would come in to the club because I had a fake ID. So I could DJ the clubs. But,
So I never did that. I wasn't
huh?
really. I was never interested in
I
like
never drank. It was so funny. My mom helped me get a fake ID.
only
She knew I didn't
you
drink. She
because you
knew I
knew you
wanted.
didn't drink.
Yeah, She knew she was only doing it for me to DJ. But I'll tell you something. This was back in 1980,
When it
85.
was a lot easier to do.
Are you ready for this? DJing, spinning records, I got paid $20 an hour. In 1985,
That's crazy.
it paid more than the restaurant
I think
manager.
minimum wage back then was like $4.
Yeah, the club
4 and a quarter.
manager was making less than I was. But I was blessed. Yeah.
Let's see. The chat says Debbie says, Jack, Jim said that you were popular and you didn't give yourself enough credit.
Yeah, I didn't feel popular.
I remember him saying that too. I remember Jim saying that.
I never
I wonder
felt popular.
I wonder if Charles would say the same thing.
Well, here's the thing, guys. Both my brothers will say the exact same thing. I can walk into a room of complete strangers and walk out with like 5 new friends.
Yeah.
I literally
I
get
believe
along with everybody. Jim doesn't.
I mean, that's how. I mean,
Charles doesn't.
to be fair, I think that's probably how we kind of like first met when we first met.
Oh, we
just
became
kinda, we just
we
yeah,
became
we just
close
hit it off.
instantly.
Yeah, we just hit it off. It was just
Yeah.
like
I'm like,
it's
I like
crazy.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy's cool. You know, I
Yeah.
remember when I first met you, I'm like, yeah, Jimmy's cool. So yeah. So
Then
they
heard
don't
that
know what I
Tammy and
went through.
Tammy and I have always been close. So
That's cool.
Jimmy, I could never see you as a loner type. Well, yeah. I don't know. I wasn't in while I was in high school, I wasn't necessarily I wouldn't say the best way to describe me was loner type. I did have friends that, you had your regular friends that you associated with during lunch break or after school activities and stuff like that. I had those, but I was also type that if they were out doing or like called out of school or whatever, they weren't there. I'd just kind of hang out to myself and eat my lunch and wait for the bell to ring. So I wasn't really into hanging out with all the different classes in school. It was just, I just felt it kind of unnecessary.
Hey, Jimmy, I got to go shoot a video.
You do?
Yeah, but you can keep going. You're having
Yeah.
a great conversation. So I'm going to try to, I don't think I've ever left a stream other than shutting it down, but I'm not in control. You are. So
Yeah.
I'm going to politely step out because I got to go shoot.
What are you
We're going to
shooting?
go film at Burger King.
Oh, okay.
They're doing How to Train Your Dragon meal.
Are you doing a live stream or?
No. I'm going to record all the movies food.
Oh, okay.
They have a whole bunch of movie food related to How to Train Your Dragon movie. They even got a crown. I'm going to wear
Are
a
you going
crown.
to do something like that for the movie when it comes out?
That's what we're filming it for.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to release it right before the movie comes out.
Okay.
So I know Tammy's out there waiting. I don't want to leave her waiting long. But
No worries.
so we're going to go shoot that Jack on the Go. But once again, first of all, you guys who are in the chat, you're always awesome. Thank you. I'm just going to politely step out. All right.
Sounds good.
I love you guys. All right. Take care. Bye.
Have a good one. All right. Let me move this. So it's not right on my face. Come on. Why won't it? Here. Wow. It's not letting me do anything. Hold on, guys. I got to refresh the page. All right. Everybody still there? Okay, there we go. Now I can actually edit this. Yeah, something was going on with my controls over here. And we will go left, bottom, save. There we go. Now open the chat back up. It killed the chat. What the? Move my chair. What for? All right. Yeah, if y'all sent a chat, I didn't, or when I refreshed the page, it got rid of it. Pants check. What is everybody's obsession with pants? I wear pants all the time. Honestly, if y'all have a question or concern about that, there's little to no time that I'll never have pants on. Like even when I sleep, I put something on. When the jack's away, the pants come into play. That's freaking funny. Just the normal messages. Actually, if you can give me 1 second, I can actually go back on here. I had asked, what is the story of the drunkest time you ever got? The drunkest time? You want me to air my unfortunate story? Let's see. Here we go. I can get the chat from back here. Michael, you said you heard the special mozzarella fries are pretty good, huh? Is that from BK? You want to? Wow. Do you ever wear it? Ever since I left California, I don't really wear shorts all that often anymore. I think it's just because of the temperature difference. Nothing's like California. I mean, I haven't been to Florida other than like a visit to Florida. So I imagine it's probably the same there as it is in California. But yeah, I'd like to wear shorts. I have quite a few pairs of shorts. I just don't ever wear them because it's never warm enough to do so. Let's see. Everybody saying bye. Did you wear a trench coat in high school? Did I wear a trench coat in high school? I think I have. It wasn't a regular thing. I would say Tammy was popular in high school. Yeah, and I don't think Charles was. I don't know. I wasn't there when they were growing up, but I would say that he probably wasn't worried about being popular. Okay. I'll catch up with the chat. Oh, okay. They're doing spicy mozzarella fries for How to Train a Dragon. Yeah, naked eyes. I don't have my glasses on. I wonder if you dropped the soap in the clinker. Susie, and as the urban youth would say, you can't be caught lacking in Chirac. No, I believe that would be true. Are you out of here, Debbie? Was Kirk making Debbie leave? I doubt it. I doubt that's the reason. There we go. Kind of caught up on chat. Trying to think. I know I had a black trench coat at one time. I don't remember when I was wearing that. It's been a while. I don't have it anymore. I don't think I have it anymore. If I do, it's packed away somewhere that I haven't seen it in years. uh, Chris, you're easily influenced, huh? Much like modern day Democrats. I don't think Democrats are actually, well, depends, I guess, who the influence is coming from. Conservative can't influence a Democrat. What's my favorite hair color in a lady? I don't know. I don't really have a preference. Um, I almost would say I typically date blondes, even though I don't mind brunettes. Definitely don't mind redheads, but I don't really have a preference. My favorite movie? Um, I've got quite a few. It really depends on like genre, I guess. Um, One movie I can watch over and over again, like anything that has to do with Star Wars, I could pretty much watch over and over again. Um, I like Gladiator. I like Indiana Jones, or I like um, any of the Matrix movies are really good. I already talked to you about that, Chris. You can be a moderator. See, easy enough. Uh, Snoozy, what did you say, Snoozy? As urban youth would say, you can't be caught like, oh, that, yeah. Chicago's kind of a mess. But I think any big city's kind of that way. Um, uh, was it going to LA, going to Chicago, going to New York, going to Boston, um, or what, New Orleans? I mean, any one of those cities, it's when you get into the cities, it just gets rough. Doesn't matter which state. Any larger cities is uh, going to be rough. Chicago was a mess. I was in prison for crimes I barely committed. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that that happened. Because I mean, Chicago's pretty well. I guess maybe it depends what part of Illinois you're in, but from my understanding, they're more relaxed on alcohol in Chicago. Like I said, I don't go to Chicago often. I've been there probably twice, three times, maybe. I actually have pictures of. Wonder if I've posted those. You might be able to find pictures of that. I think I have posted some pictures of Chicago, and I know there's a movie called Stir of Echoes. I've posted some pictures from the buildings or the places that they filmed at on my photography channel or photography page. Yeah, there's really no purpose for a Switch 2, in my opinion. Because just about any game that you can get on the Switch, you can get on any other console or Steam. Steam seems to be the way to go nowadays. It's going to have whatever title you want for the most part. I mean, you got PlayStation exclusives on Steam. You've got Xbox exclusives on Steam. I'm not quite sure about, like, I looked up Metroid, but it says it's only available on Switch. But let's try Steam. Let's go into Steam real quick. Get off of here. Let's see, Metroid. I don't think Metroid is going to be on Steam. Nope. What about Legend of Zelda? Yeah, see, even Legends of Zelda isn't even on here. Super Mario Brothers, maybe? Super Mario Brothers? Nope. Yeah, it looks like any Nintendo exclusives aren't going to be on Steam. But anything that's, I guess, a third-party distributor will be on Steam. Or even some first parties, depending on which platform, like Xbox exclusives and Sony exclusives will be on there. Did I go through a liberal phase when I was younger? When I was growing up, I leaned more Democratic, but mostly because I had different opinions. My opinions have been kind of changed over the years. I've heard valid points, and it makes sense to me. So that's why I lean more right now. I don't go to Chicago. I was accosted by urban youths last time. Yeah, I could see that happening. The Switch 2 looks pretty good. Are you thinking about getting one, Chris? Nephews and I play that Switch. They like the hat game in time. I haven't heard of it. I actually just fired up my Switch because I'm trying to figure out if I can stream a Switch game. Cause that'd be kind of cool. Because I've got I got both. What is it? Breath of the Wild and whatever the other one was. Link. What were the Switch games? Zelda games. There's two. Breath of the Wild, I think, is one. Zelda games on Switch. There it is. Tears of the Kingdom. There's a few, it looks like, but the ones that I have is Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That'd be kind of cool to be able to stream those. What, Stir of Echoes? Yeah, it's a Kevin Bacon movie. My doctor says I can continue with my dosage. Okay. I heard the stalker once, Jimmy. You should be careful too. Who had a stalker once? Who are you talking about, Candy? Michael, you say Nintendo doesn't sell anything on PC, only some mobile games for iOS and Android. Actually, did you hear about the whole thing with iOS? I don't know if y'all heard about that, but apparently Apple had a lawsuit with Epic Games, and they just won the lawsuit against Epic Games, or Epic Games won the lawsuit against Apple, um, mostly because I guess Apple, from the way I understand it, Apple wanted to charge uh, an Apple tax basically to developers, and so developers are finding ways around that Apple tax by making their own online store that would then credit the account. Like, for example, Epic Games makes Fortnite. So Epic has its online store. So then that way you can buy through the Epic store. You can get V-Bucks, and those V-Bucks would be applied to all platforms, including the Apple uh, platform. Um, and by doing that, you avoid that 30% Apple tax. Um, so based off that alone, um, Apple got kind of upset about it. It was like, you're avoiding the charges, and we're not getting our piece of the pie, basically, by people trying to circumvent the tax. So now they're trying to, or they were trying to get uh, what compensation for stuff that was paid off platform for these platform, or for these titles. They're on the Apple or iPhone or Apple computer. Um, so I guess it was found in court that it was illegal for Apple to be doing that. So I actually heard something about they're going to try to, or Apple's going to try to buy Unity, which is actually the whole engine that runs all this stuff that Epic Games uses. So I don't know. That's going to be interesting to see. But I think it's kind of cool. It's definitely a win for gamers that Apple lost in this, because now that, like, if you go into the Apple store now, well, not now, but previously, um, you would buy, like, say, a game on the Apple store, like, say, Fortnite. Um, it would cost you more through Apple than it would any other platform. So this is going to balance that field, and you'll be paying the same as you would any other platform. Nintendo doesn't sell anything on PC, only some mobile games for. Oh, I already read that. Perhaps Jimmy could smuggle a smartphone and a cake. You're funny. Candy Crush. I'd say switch to some. Okay. Jimmy could pull it off. Yeah, no. Misgivings. What? Different pins, different colors. Y'all are or talk amongst each other. I'm just kind of skimming through trying to find who's got other ideas. Michael, when are we doing Chrono Trigger streams? Have you ever gone the best ending? There are 13 total endings. I haven't played Chrono Trigger in a long time. I don't even think I ever finished it, to be honest. But once I uh, get to playing games on Steam, I'll definitely, or Chrono Trigger's on that list. And no, I haven't forgotten, Chris. Uh, it's definitely in the line of games to play, for sure. Wait, what? A man will be playing her in the film? What are you talking about, Sneezy? Uh, Who are we talking about? You want to dress as her for Halloween party? Who are we talking about? Oh, Kevin Bacon was stalked by worms in one of his films. Oh, that was. Were they talking about Tremors? No, Kevin Bacon's still out there. He's still making movies. I think I just saw him in something recently. Apple takes like 30% cut no matter what it is. Like Amazon opens to a web page to circumvent this so you don't pay more for buying on Amazon. Yep. A lot of companies are doing it. And Epic Games stood up to them and they won. But I mean, if Apple goes and buys the platform or uh, the company that runs everything for them, then they may end up getting that tax back, that 30% cut. You liked him in that River movie. What was that? That was. Oh, God. Was that? It's like on the tip of my tongue. What was that? Here, Kevin Bacon. Mystic River? I think that's what it was. Mystic River. There's actually a show he was in, The Following, on TV. I used to watch that quite a bit. But I think they canceled it or something. No, he's not dead. Come on, guys. So he was born in 1958. Doesn't say anything about being dead. He's married to Kira Sedgwick. That's cool. Yeah, he's not dead yet. He's 66 years old. I don't think he was in Apollo 13, was he? I don't think so. No, he wasn't in Apollo 13. I think he was in a space movie, though. He was in Hollow Man. Let's see. Sleepers. Few Good Men. Apollo 13. Did I say that? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, he was. Apparently, he was in Apollo 13. What did he play in Apollo 13? I guess he was. Holy cow. Shows what I know, huh? Good call, Chris. Yeah, Kevin Bacon's been in a lot of movies. I mean, that's the whole reason why we got that, 7 Degrees to Bacon? Wow, I'm behind. The Steam version has anime cutscenes for a few key moments in the story, and the extra dungeons from the DS version. Steam's is the definitive edition. Okay. Are you talking about Chrono Trigger, Michael? There's a man posing as a woman who will be playing a live action Zelda. Really? That's sad. Hunter Schafer is supposed to be playing Princess Zelda in the live action movie. Her trans actor. Are you serious? Oh my god. We're gonna kill this movie, huh? Legend of Zelda. Apparently, there's. Well, here, IMDb. It's not showing anything on IMDb about actors or characters. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Says the official cast for the live action Legend of Zelda movie set uh, to be released on March 26, 2027 has not been officially announced. However, speculation is rampant and some actors have been publicly linked to the project. Apparently, Tom Holland, a popular choice for the role of Link, with some sources suggesting he is being eyed for the part. Fans have expressed strong interest in Schaefer playing Princess Zelda, even with her own comments to Variety about the role. Other potential Zelda candidates is Anna Taylor-Joy, Ellie Fanning. I don't know how you say that name. Have also been mentioned as potential Zelda players, according to Games Radar. Who is that person you were talking about? Schaefer, though. Who'd you say? Hunter Schaefer? We'll look that up as I get further and further behind in the chat. Oh, I see. That is so sad. Apparently, he's been in other movies. That's so sad. River runs through it. Yep, that was a good movie. That's not nice, Sumo. Was he in Space Cowboys? Actually, I think he may have been. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Well, I appreciate that, Sumo. William Hurt. It's not confirmed yet, but I saw in a lot of news pressuring to hunt or cast Hunter. That's such a shame. I can totally see Harrison Ford, especially in yes, young William Hurt as well. I think trans women should get all the woman roles in Hollywood. Oh, you think so, huh? I'd prefer not. Wouldn't be much of a stretch then, Michael, if Anna Taylor-Joy would be much of a stretch. But that was animated, right? That's still CGI. Yeah, exactly. That's that's the horrible part about it. I mean, like growing up, you had female actresses playing roles, and uh, guys would have a probably a healthy appreciation of these actresses or these women actors. And now you're going to replace them with men that want to be women. In Shakespeare's time, all the women were played by men. Yeah, that's true. Well, because women weren't meant for the stage. I don't think they wanted them on the stage back then. Oh, it looks like my other phone's dead. Let's see. Sumo is the locator, and the cop says boys have. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. More and more children are autistic too and don't understand trans. Now every young man can dream of growing up and playing women. That's so unfortunate. What time is it? Almost 7 o'clock. All right, give it another 20 minutes, guys. Yeah, my alarm goes off at 6:45. It's a reminder Tim Pool's going live. A glass of medicine? No. I'll probably get off here and go back and sleep some more. Put on. I've been watching um, Fear of the Walking Dead because I missed. Like I watched the beginning of the series, but I didn't finish the series, so I've been going back and watching that. Um, I watched the I think there was 3 spinoffs. Um, and those 3, or when I got done with those 3, I went back and trying to finish off Fear of the Walking Dead. I have to tend to my nephew who is now screaming on television. Thank you for the stream, Jimmy. Good night, everyone. Not a problem, not a problem, Snoozy. Thanks for coming by. You have 5 alarms to remind you. I only have one. I have one that goes off at 6:45 because he starts at 7, and then I just happened to have it on like when I got my new phone. It goes off on the old one as well. Eh, I don't really think of it as scary. I don't. When I watch it, it doesn't have that effect on me. Um, it's the storyline behind it that's kind of keeps me watching it. Yeah, I don't. There's not really anything out there that really scares me. Um, I kind of, I don't know. I haven't found anything that really scares me or gets under my skin. There's probably a couple scenes in different movies that might, but I find like the slasher movies are just ridiculous. There's no story to it. It's just shock value, and when there's that shock value has no purpose or no effect on me, then it's kind of a pointless movie. Even though I did like what was it, Texas Chainsaw Massacre when Rob Zombie did it. Halloween when Rob Zombie did that one, they had good stories to them. The faces getting eaten ain't bad. Uh, well, you really don't see that in the movies or in these shows anymore. It's a man and his cat escaping the zombie folk. What are you talking about, Candy? Not The Walking Dead, right? Uh, yeah, nail biting types. Those are good. Like what is it? Final Destination, especially the first few movies, or like the Saw movies. Those are more of the nail biting type. Like you know what's gonna happen, but it's still like WTF. You know what I mean? My all-time favorite TV show. Uh, God, that's tough. An all-time favorite TV show. Um, I probably have to say Supernatural's probably my all-time favorite. There's other ones that I found really good. Like The Following was really good, but it just really depends. There's a lot of shows I watched that were really good. Uh, do zombies deserve rights? No, they don't. You're a big Walking Dead fan, huh, Candy? You watch it back when it first started, and then they had the Talking Dead after the movie aired or the show aired for the week. I was into all that. Apocalypse Z, huh? I know I saw what was it? The World War Z. I saw that, and that was pretty weird in my opinion. Pee Wee films? No, that wasn't my type of flick. Yeah, all the Walking Dead spinoffs were really good. Um, However, which one was your favorite spinoff out of the three? Well, I guess there's more than three, but post Walking Dead, I guess you had the one with what Negan and Maggie. You had the one with Norman Reedus or Daryl, um, and then you had the one with Rick and Michonne. I'm trying to think of which one. I wasn't a big fan of the Rick and Michonne one. I just I don't know why I didn't really get an interest in Rick. Um, and Michonne just seemed like a not saying that it was a bad role. She did it very well, but almost like forced DEI in a way. Not saying it was bad, but just didn't really connect. Um, However, like the Daryl Dixon was really good. Um, the Maggie and Negan was really good. I don't know. I think Maggie and Negan was probably the better of the three. But that's really hard to tell, or that's a really difficult one to pick between those other two, Daryl Dixon or Maggie and Negan. I pretty much only stick to the following three films: Beaches, Still Magnolias, Fried Green Tomatoes. All chick flicks. My favorite TV show is A Young Sheldon, but it goes over my head sometimes. I never got into that, honestly. The first season of The Terror was great, but nobody watched it. The Terror? I wonder if that's on Netflix. Oh, you did watch that, Candy? I watched 4 movies then. Oh my. Oh, and my girl. Did I ever watch The Train to Busan? I have not. Is that a TV show or a movie? Michael, you said it's about the real story of the 1800s. The UK sent 2 warships into the ice to map the Northwest Passage. They were stranded for around 10 years. Nothing was found of them until 1990s. Really? That's interesting. Oh, is that what The Terror was? Okay. God, I think I saw that on something. Maybe it was Netflix I saw it on. Michael and I. Right now, my favorite is the Daryl Dixon Dead City one. Yeah, it's really good. I enjoyed it. It was different, but it was hard to keep up with it, mostly because they do use French in it, so you have to keep up with the subtitles. And yeah, I'd have to rewind a few times to because they put the subtitles up there, and before you're done reading, it's already taken off the screen. So yeah, the one with Rick and Michonne wasn't very suspenseful, even though I don't know, it just the characters aren't as connecting, in my opinion. I mean, trying to convince Rick that he's got to go back to freaking Alexandria, and he's like, "No, I got to stay here. You just got to go." It just seemed too whiny to me. Uh, they wasted that John Locke man. Chris is a good guy. Let's see. We are both of us. Okay, Chris. Hold on. Now I got to remember what movie you're talking about, Candy. Get sidetracked or with The Walking Dead. Train to Busan. Here, I'll bring it up. 2016 film. Huh. Yeah, it's on Netflix. I'll have to check it out. And you said The Terror. That's also on Netflix. Okay. Damn, they both look good. We're both devoted to. Okay. Let's watch it. Yeah, I'll definitely have to watch it though. I wish cinnamon and tree or cream cheese. Hell yeah, it's good stuff, man. Train to Busan is a zombie Korean flick. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Very suspenseful kind. Is it really suspenseful? Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. Subtitles are not woke. Come on, guy. There's a lot of movies out there that are, have subtitles that um, just depends on which movie. Like what? There's been Japanese movies that have subtitles. Um, you had a Passion of Christ, which I wouldn't really classify as woke. Chris, I'm looking for a Mender. What? I don't know what you're talking about. The Train Busan won't be a bit much. Nah, won't be a bit much. I doubt it. Day of the Dead is my favorite zombie film. Day of the Dead was good. Is that the one with where they're in the mall? It's got what's his name in it? No, it's not the one I'm thinking of. But funny enough, Greg Nicotero was in there. The guy that did Walking Dead. That's funny. I think it was it Dawn of the Dead that I'm thinking of? Yeah, it was Dawn of the Dead that I'm thinking of. Have I ever ridden on a train? Yes, multiple times. I like the Shaun of the Dead was very funny. It was very funny. I like Shaun of the Dead. But I also like what is it? The oh god. What was that movie with Zombieland? Zombieland was really good. We'll see. Sumo, I think I'm not sure how that works. Like I know there's a way to stream movies. I actually saw one of my Twitch followers. He was streaming Spider Man the other night, and I don't know how he did that without getting in trouble. Actually, I wonder if I can do that in Discord. I may have to learn more about Discord. Probably could pull up a movie in Discord and sit there and watch it and share along with you guys. Oh. Tear pieces together what probably happened based on the weird stuff they found in the 1990s expedition dig. Could land a plane if the pilot died. I don't think I could. I'd probably do my best though. I actually wouldn't mind learning how to fly planes. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel, so that way you can catch up with future content. We are on here at least twice a week for now. Normally I'm gaming 3 nights a week. Well, plus Chris has got me to do a midweek game stream on Wednesdays. This weekend is been a little bit rough because I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little bit under the weather right now. That's why I'm not so active. But yeah, normally we stream twice a week, and I game about 4 times a week. But yeah, definitely subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, so then that way you can be notified to our future streams. Yeah, we could definitely have a reaction stream. That'd be cool. Dewey's cameras in corner going when things get spicy. Dawn of the Dead is the mall. Yeah. Days, a sequel set in the military bunker. Mine's in Florida. Day of the Dead is in a sequel to it. Didn't Day of the Dead come out before Dawn of the Dead? Hearing other languages makes you gag. That's funny. Let's see. Yeah, I like to watch foreign flicks, mostly because you get I don't know. There's more authenticity of that culture in it. It makes it difficult to watch because of subtitles, because you don't understand what's being said. But watched a French movie and it was full of breasts. You're funny. The French are very sensual people. Keep things trim. All right, Candy. Have a great night. Thanks for coming by. We'll catch you next time. I think I'm actually going to get off here pretty soon, too. So, again, like the time she was pregnant, probably had to be abortion. What? He has it. Oh, Zesty is here. Welcome in, Zesty. I didn't see you come in. Wait, what? He has his SADS because he wants to come up in my chair, but he'll squish me. Gotta go. And follow and sub Jimmy on Twitch. Yeah, please, if you haven't already, I think my notification things on, or my links are in my channel description. You can follow my Twitch. Follow me on here on YouTube, Rumble. I have X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those. You can follow me on all those. That'd be great. Help me grow the channel. Thank you guys. Yeah, my eyes. Yeah. Probably look droopy. I have not traveled to another country. I'd love to go to Europe sometime, but we'll see. But yeah. All right, guys. Looks like we're already over 2 hours, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off here so I can go get some rest. But I will catch you all on Saturday. For those of you following me on Twitch, I should be available Wednesday night, as long as everything goes as planned. If I'm feeling better, but otherwise, I'll catch you all next time I'm live. Thanks for stopping by.